Welcome back to the Detroit Tigers franchise on MLB the Show 20. I'm your host, longtime listener. Drop a like, subscribe, and comment below. Before we get into the action here, you can see the AAA stats there for Tarik Skubal. He was pitching well at the AAA level, so he's got the call up and is going to get his Major League debut in this one as the Tigers go out to Boston at fabled Fenway Park to take on the Boston Red Sox, who are sitting at 77 and 64 at the moment. They're in the playoff mix for sure. The Tigers still hanging in there at 73 and 68, although realistically don't expect us to make a push given we were sellers at the trade deadline, but it's good to see that they're still competitive at this point in the year. On the hill for the Red Sox is Hector Velasquez. You see the numbers there through 156 innings across 28 starts. He's 8-11, a 3.74 ERA coming into this one. So the Tigers hopefully going to get out to an early start here on the road, and they certainly would. There's Cameron Maybin, first batter of the game, hits one off the a short hop off of the green monster out there in left center field, and he's into second with a leadoff double. So first base runner of the game already as the Tigers have a runner in scoring position. And it's Harold Castro. He draws a 5-pitch walk, so now it is going to be first and second. Nobody out. First walk of the game for Velasquez. And it's Miggy. Just kind of shoves one out in the right, got jammed on that one. That's going to hang up and be caught for the first out, so now it'll be first and second. And it's David Bodie. Hits one hard, but it's right at the shortstop, and that's going to go down as a 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. So we will get to see Tarik Skubal in his Major League debut as we head to the bottom of the first here. This guy is pretty highly touted. We're going to have to change the number because 87 is just not going to work. But the 6'3 lefty, 23 years old, is getting a start here against a pretty potent Red Sox offense. But he would get off to a good start. There's a 3-pitch strikeout of Jonathan Villar for the first out. So a great start to the Major League career for Tarik Skubal. Then it's Jose Peraza. He goes down swinging at a changeup, and that's 2 strikeouts in a row for Skubal. But then he would get into the meat of this lineup where things start to get a little bit tougher. But you see the location there on the changeup. That's a nice pitch right there. And it's J.D. Martinez. Kind of pitches him a little bit cautiously, ends up walking him. And then the next pitch is to Xander Bogaerts, and he destroys this ball. Somebody walking down Lansdowne Street is getting a souvenir as that one leaves the stadium, and it is 2-0 Boston here as Bogaerts collects his 36th of the year, 445 feet, as Tarik Skubal quickly learns, hopefully learns, that you can't throw the ball down the middle in this league, especially to a hitter like Bogaerts, or you are going to get some damage done. And now the Tigers trail 2-0. Next batter, Ralph Valdevers. He slaps one into left on an 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch really from Skubal, but it's a 2-out single, and the Red Sox not done yet. And it's Alex Verdugo. He hits one into left. This is going to hang up and be caught, so that would end the inning, but it's 2-0 Boston here after 1 inning at Fenway. 2 outs now in the second, and Nico Goodrum takes a pitch that looked like a strike, but it's going to be a walk, so now the Tigers have a base runner with 2 away. And it's Victor Reyes. He gets a fastball that's up, but goes up and gets it, takes it into left field for a 2-out single. Now it's first and second. And it's Dawel Lugo. He gets a fastball up, hits it just over the glove of Bogaerts. That's going to go all the way to the wall in left center field. We'll take a look at this. 1 run would score, but Victor Reyes, for whatever reason, slides as he heads into second base. Not really sure if he was thinking that it was like a situation where he might be trying to get caught stealing or whatever, but he may have scored on that play, but instead it's 2-1, and then Maybin just chops one back to the mound. That's handled over to first, but it's 2-1 as the Tigers cut into the lead thanks to the 2-out RBI single from Dawel Lugo as they rallied to put a run on the board in that inning. Tarik Skubal now kind of try and get settled in, but with 1 out, there's a ball into right field, and Boston in business again here in the bottom of the second. Then it's Mitch Moreland. He hits one into left, but that's going to get caught. He hit that ball hard, so Skubal with some hard contact early in this one. Hopefully he can kind of get locked in, or this is going to be a short night for him. He does come back. He gets Villar chasing the fastball up. That's going to do it for the Red Sox as we head to the third. 2 away here for David Bodie. He swings and misses a slider. That was hittable. It was down, but it was over the middle of the plate. And we now go to the bottom of the third, 1 away. He gets J.D. Martinez chasing a fastball up out of the zone for his 4th strikeout. So Skubal starting to get a little bit settled in out there. And then he comes back and he gets Bogarts this time. Fastball up and in, couldn't catch up with that one. And that does it. We head to the top of the 4th, and it is 2-1 here in Boston. On to the bottom of the 4th as the Tigers would go scoreless. It's a leadoff single there for Devers, and now Skubal's going to have to work out of some trouble here again in the bottom of the 4th. Next batter is Alex Verdugo on a 3-1 pitch. It's a ground ball to first. The Tigers go 3-6-3, and it's 2 for the price of the 1 for the Tigers. We go on to the top of the 5th, and it's Dawel Lugo now with 1 away. He takes a sinker up and in. Couldn't pull the trigger, and that's the 2nd strikeout for Velasquez. And unfortunately, I screwed up and failed to record the rest of that game, but the Tigers would come back and win it. I thought about not showing any of it, but decided to anyway, just because I wanted to see a little bit of Skubal's first start. But before we move on to the next game, just a quick look here. Miguel Cabrera needs 1 hit and 1 run for 3,000 hits and 1,500 runs respectively as we go out to Minnesota to take on the Twins. The Tigers still kind of playing some decent baseball. They're 5 games over 500. The Twins are in the thick of a wild card race, or actually the division race, as they are 88-66 on the season, putting together a pretty good year. So we'll see if the Twins can keep that roll going. But really, this game is all about Miguel Cabrera. Can he get the 3,000 hits today? Is the question that we're going to try and keep an eye on. So, on the hill for the Twins is their ace, Jose Berrios. He's got 15 wins over 31 starts, 210 innings on the year, so he's putting together a pretty good season for them, and he would start things off with a strikeout to Cameron Maybin, so not what you want to see to start the game if you're the Tigers. But really, this is a guy that the stuff that he's got, I think we can hit him. He's not overpowering, and he's only got a 4-pitch mix, and that's the kind of pitcher that I personally tend to have some success against. So anyway, Harold Castro, Mr. Singles, takes one up the middle, and it's a 1-out base runner for the Tigers, and it's Miguel Cabrera. We're going to show you the entire bat as we are on Milestone watch officially here. He needs 1 hit for 3,000 on the career. Had one to hit there, but he's being patient. And it's a 1-1 count now. All right, let's see here. Swings through a fastball, so maybe a little bit anxious. If you're out in front of a fastball, that tells me that you're a little bit jumpy, trying to kind of pull the trigger and yank one. Now 1-2, fastball up, able to get up to it and at least fight it off to stay alive here. Now 1-2, we're looking for a curve down and away. It's a fastball down and away. Gets over the glove. That's going to do it. Miguel Cabrera with his 3,000th hit for his career. A single the other way. So that's a vintage Miguel Cabrera for his 3,000th hit. He likes to hit the ball to all parts of the field, and he's done it for a long time with a lot of success as Miguel Cabrera gets a standing ovation from this crowd here in Minnesota after collecting his 3,000th hit and joining some pretty elite company on the overall list of hits leaders in Major League Baseball history. So we're going to get that ball for sure, throw that on the mantle, and a big moment here for Miguel Cabrera. His team is loving it. This guy everybody likes Miguel Cabrera, and this is something that you got to be happy to see. The guy staying healthy late in his career and finally getting to that 3,000 hit mark. One more look at it there. As soon as he hit it, it was just a question of whether it was going to get over the glove at second base. Moving on now, it's David Bodie. He takes one into left field for a 1-out single. Harold Castro, an aggressive decision to try and score here, and he is going to be gunned down for the 2nd out of the inning. Tigers wanted to get a lead, but instead it's now 1st and 2nd, 2 outs instead of bases loaded and 1 out. Then it's Kristen Stewart. He hits one deep to left. That was a 2-strike pitch. He just goes down and golfs that one out of here, well out of this ballpark. His 4th of the year since being called up. He is really swinging the bat well for the Tigers, taking advantage of the opportunity as he makes it 3-0 on that shot, 386 feet, as the Tigers do get the lead here in the first inning. So a good start for the Tigers. Then the next batter is Jake Rogers, and he crushes one to left. That's out of here, makes it 4-0. That was a no-doubter. The only question was whether it was going to stay fair, as that ball travels 453 feet. Jake Rogers, 7th of the year. He's had a pretty good second half of the season for the Tigers, as they now lead by 4 in this one. And Jose Barrios is not liking the start that he's had to this game. That's just a hanger. And Jake Rogers knew he had the distance, and as soon as he saw that was going to be fair, just dropped the bat and touch them all, baby. Because this one had plenty of distance. See, it lands way out there, probably in the concourse. That would be it for the Tigers in the first. We go on to the bottom of the first. Daniel Norris on the hill. He's actually put together a pretty good season for them, as you saw the numbers there. Jumping ahead now, 2 outs in the inning, ball hit up the middle. Goodrum dives, knocks it down, but he is not going to have the play. So the Twins have their first base runner as Polanco gets a base hit. Next batter chops one up the middle. Goodrum handles that, steps on the bag, and that would do it for the Twins in the first. Just 9 pitches in the inning for Daniel Norris, so that's pretty efficient work. On to the second. Victor Reyes starts things off with a base hit up the middle, and Barrios in trouble again here in the second, as things are not going well for him. And it's Dawel Lugo. He swings through a curve on a 2-1 pitch. They had Reyes in motion. He's going to be gunned down at second, so that'll help, as now there's one away. And then he comes back to strike out Lugo on the next pitch, the fastball up. That was hittable, though, as Barrios continues to kind of struggle with his location. On to the second. Daniel Norris in control, gets the strikeout there for the first out of the inning. Now we move on to the top of the third. And it's Miguel Cabrera, deep to left. Does he have a home run here? He does. So after getting his 3,000th hit, he moves on and collects his 20th home run of the season. That one just getting out over the left field wall. 348 feet. That now puts him at 497 home runs for his career. So he is coming up on another milestone, as Miguel Cabrera, actually, he got to the 1,500 run mark in the first inning. That gives him 1,501. So a pretty good night so far for Miguel Cabrera. On to the bottom of the third. Daniel Norris still in control. You see him collecting a strikeout there. Next batter hits one into the right center field gap, and that is going to get down all the way to the wall in right center, as Byron Buxton can run, but he's going to hold at second with 2 outs. Twins have a runner in scoring position and a chance to get on the board. Then it's Cole Tucker, but he goes down on a slider down and in. Nice pitch from Norris as he collects his 4th strikeout, I believe. And now we would move on to the top of the fourth. Jake Rogers again with a no-doubter. A hang and slurve from Barrios, and that one is gone. Makes it 6-0 Tigers. 8th of the year for Rogers on his second dinger of the day. 425 feet. And Jose Barrios needs a hug. This is not how you want to be pitching late in the season, as you're starting to approach the the playoff picture. And in any case, we would move on to the bottom of the fourth now. Ball up the middle. Nice play by Goodrum. Close play at first. These rolled safe, but the Tigers decide to go ahead and challenge this one. Looked like they might have had him, so they're going to take a look here. And let's get another look at the replay before they move on to make a decision. There it is. He is out. That is probably going to be overturned unless we're missing something. And let's get the decision. And there you go. So that would be the first out of the inning. So instead of 1 on and nobody out, it's a runner, or it's nobody on and 1 out. But the next batter draws a walk. I believe that was Garver. Then it's Eddie Rosario. Hits the ball through the hole on the left side. Norris got the ground ball he wanted, but unfortunately it sneaks through to make it first and second, 1 away. And then it's Max Kepler. He hits one into right field through the hole. Loads the bases with just 1 out in the inning. So that call being overturned is a big one. But the Twins threatening here. Then it's Nelson Cruz. Lifts a fly ball deep enough to right to definitely score 1 run. Another runner is going to advance to third on the play. So it's now runners on the corners, 2 down, and it's Josh Donaldson. Kind of gets jammed here, but takes this one through the hole into right. Another run would score. Now it's 6-2. Runners on first and second for Marwin Gonzalez. He gets a pitch to hit, takes it into left field. That's going to get down in front of Kristen Stewart. Another run scores. It's 6-3, and the tying run coming to the plate with 2 down here in the 4th in the form of Byron Buxton. Marwin Gonzalez loving it. Then Buxton hits one deep to right field. This is going to go off the wall. Extra bases for him. 1 run in to score. They're going to hold the other runner at third. So it's 6-4. Tying run on at second now as Daniel Norris just cannot get out of this inning. But he does come back to get Tucker for a big third out there. So it's 6-4. The Twins with a huge answer there to cut this lead to 2 as we head to the top of the 5th. First batter, Cameron Maven. He's down on strikes with Rich Hill now out there on the mound for the Twins. So with a lefty on the hill, the Tigers decide to pinch hit with C.J. Crone. 3-1 pitch to him. It's going to be, looked like ball, or a strike there, but it's rolled ball 4. Then it's Miguel Cabrera. He doesn't go on that one, so it's another walk from Hill. First and second now, 1 away. Then it's David Bodie, gets a fastball down and away on a 3-0 pitch. He jacks this one to left. This one is going to be gone. That will make it 9-4 Tigers. So the Twins get 4 in the previous inning, but the Tigers come right back to put up 3 more runs and open this lead back up to 5 runs as David Bodie gets his 11th of the year. 401 feet on that bomb. And the Tigers in control now as the Twins are now going to turn to Homer Bailey. He's pitched a couple of good ball games against the Tigers that we've seen already this season. Couple batters later, it's Jake Rogers, ground ball to short to end the inning, so we will move on to the bottom of the 5th, but the Tigers have a big answer in the top of the 5th as David Bodie gets the 3-run bomb to make it 9-4. Tigers going to turn to Xiaoqing Chang now to start the bottom of the 5th, so a short night for Daniel Norris. Chang off to a good start here as he gets Garver for the second out in the inning. Then it's Eddie Rosario. He hits a ball to deep right field, and it is actually going to get out of here. So the Twins not going away as the ball is traveling tonight. Solo home run for Rosario, his 23rd, barely snuck out into the overhang there in right field, but it counts, and it's now 9-5. On to the 6th. 2 down now for Dawel Lugo. He hits a ball deep to left center field. Is this one going to get out of here? Buxton going back, looking up, and that one is into the bullpen. Now 10-5 Tigers. Another home run. Dawel Lugo's 3rd of the year. He's having a good stint for them since being called up from AAA. That ball goes 411 feet. Quiets the crowd yet again, as this one is going back and forth in a slugfest, but it's 10-5 Tigers. Now on to the bottom of the 6th. 2 down. Xiaoqing Chang gets a ground ball there. Harmlessly ends the inning. And we would move on to the 7th. It is 10-5. Tyler Duffy on in relief for the Twins. Going to try and kind of keep them in it and see if the bats can come back and pull them closer in this one. Tigers going to send Lawrence Walker, recently called back up from AAA. He has struggled in the majors, but got it going in AAA. They call him back up, and then he takes one deep to left field. That gets out just over the wall in left center. Another home run in this one, as it is home run derby time in Minnesota. 11th of the year for Walker. That makes it, 11-5 now, as the Tigers just keep pouring it on. The Twins would get 2 more late in the ball game, but the Tigers take this one 11-7. The story of the night, though, aside from all the home runs, was Mr. 3000, Miguel Cabrera, collecting that milestone. Jake Rogers gets player of the game honors with 2 home runs. Chang gets the win in 2 2/3 of relief, giving up 1 run. Rough night for Jose Barrios, as the Tigers put up 11 runs on 14 hits, and they hit 7 home runs in this ball game. So 14 hits, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, and then you had homers for Cabrera, Bodie, Lugo, Stewart, Walker, and 2 for Rogers. That is some serious power on display from the Tigers. Final look at the overall pitching numbers from the staff. Not terrible, but 7 runs kind of inflated by the home runs. Guys, that's going to do it for this episode. Drop a like, hit the subscribe button, comment below. We've got 1 more episode coming at you for this season, so be sure to catch that one, and we will see you all next time.